Welcome to a different type of video. I've never done this before on this channel, but you know, I think you know me by now. I love building. I love creating stuff. And Sims is one of those outlets where I can create and build houses that I love. I'm not great at playing the game yet, but I am, although I say so myself, better at building. So this time I was inspired by a movie called K-pop Demon Hunters. And in this movie, there are three girls who are pop stars and live in a penthouse. So I thought I'm gonna do the same. So I created 3 Sim, and now it's time to build their house. First, we would lay down the groundwork a little. I need to get used to the building space I have, because it's the first time building a penthouse. But it's going pretty well. So a couple of things I wanted to have in this build. I wanted to have a studio, I wanted to have instruments, and personality. Because I didn't want them to live just in a modern looking house, I want them to live in a house that they would really live in. It has been a while since I've played some Sims, so I needed to get used to all the different stuff they had. I didn't know exactly where I could find everything, so this build took in the end 3.5 hours. That's not really a speed build, but that's why I sped up for you guys. So a couple of things that I noticed. First off, you can change the front door. That is a bummer, because it's not the best looking door. And there are some windows in this house that you can change. So after we've put down some walls, it's time for the kitchen. Because I had a reference photo and that one had a kitchen in it. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna start there first, we're gonna need to start somewhere. And a kitchen is an important part of the house. I thought I would level it a bit to create more dynamic feel. And I had so much space that I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put a table in the middle. Not really a kitchen, island kitchen, but it works. So, now time for the detailing. So at this point, I had a weird corner and didn't really know what to do with it. But luckily, bb.moveobjects came in to save the day. That way I can have a curvy kitchen. So with this little space, I thought I would make a bathroom, because we do need bathrooms. But in the end, I found out that it was a little too small. Now to add some appliances, make it, you know, cozy. What would they need? I thought they would love some rice and coffee, because they would stay up all day. Rice and coffee, steam cooker and coffee, because they would, you know, stay up late. So lots of quick meals. So then I wanted to do some decoration, but I found out that these boards can't hold stuff. So that's a bummer. But I decided to keep them there anyway, because it was too much trouble. Now adding some plants really adds to the liveliness of the house. Adding some lights, RGB, I thought it would be cool, you know? Late evening cooking, midnight snacking with some cool RGB. Now I was looking for some lights on top of the table, but ended up going with these ones. this house has very high ceilings, so I really need to find a way to decorate these tall walls. So at this moment I was like, oh, I'm gonna fill in this spot because this is gonna be their upper bathroom. Found out later that you could do it way more simple now. I was all struggling with corners, but yeah. So that's part 1 done. Now we continue to the living space. I saw a video where someone built a very cool bookcase by creating these arches and then putting bookcases behind them. So I decided to do the same, add some bricks to really sell like the old aesthetic. I thought, you know, would fit very well. Add some plants, this cool mirror. Add some more plants, excellent. He makes a screenshot, love it. So then I was like, I know what I'm gonna do for the studio. I'm gonna make a secret studio with a see-through mirror, so that, you know, they could perform and act all this stuff while they could keep a look on the house to see if there are no intruders. Now the living room. I needed to make the mirror blend in, otherwise it would be very, very suspicious. But again, this is me just struggling to look through all the items because it's been a while since I played Sims and I don't know all the possibilities. Here I tried giving the wallpaper something different and ended up going with this wooden wall. Adding some beams as well to make the transition between different wallpapers more easy on the eyes. And now it's time for the secret studio. So we have 3 girls and they all have their own instrument they play. One loves to sing, one plays the piano, and one plays the guitar. First I wanted to make a little mixing booth with this DJ set, but it was too big at the end, so I ended up putting 2 mixing sets. So here are the instruments, and some clutter of course, because very important. And then I found these paintings. I was like, yes, this is perfect. Because there are 3 girls and I was like, maybe they have some great inspiration. And that great inspiration they hang up in their studio. Then above the mixing studios, I added some TVs. You know, more screens is always better. And again, added some RGB, because I thought that would be lit. So, now the living room. They do need a place to eat. And this is something where I thought, you know what, I'm gonna add the personality part. Add some colored pillows, colored chairs. You know, it might be a modern looking house, but there's still people with personality. So here I was looking for some chairs, but ended up going with this one because it had multiple colors and looked comfy to sit in. So that's the ground floor almost done. But then I had this little weird corner in the left side of the room I didn't know what to put yet. Here I wanted to add some picture frames for the shows they went on and some platforms to put the trophies on, you know, if they win a music award for when they win. So then I added some platforms to put their trophies on, for when they win a music award. First I thought, yes, this is it. But then I found it too big, so I ended up going one, and then I found this beautiful tree. It's like, yes, it's perfect. Just fill it up with more plants, You never have enough plants. So now it's part for the upper area. First I changed the wallpaper, added some white, added some green. I was like, okay, what do we put here? I think of a big painting. But to be honest, there are not a lot of paintings in The Sims. But luckily for me, I found the perfect paintings. 3 girls, in same style. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna say these are my 3 artists, and they have a big painting of themselves hanging in their house. For when the guests come, Now it's time for the study corner. I wanted to have... So now it's time for the study corner. I wanted them to have a view of the city, because why have a penthouse like this if you can't even enjoy the view? Ended up with going with these desks, and I'll give them their own PC to match their personality. Now this open space, to be honest, I was kind of lost, didn't know really what to do, so I just ended up leaving it and going to make the rooms. I wanted every room to have the same amount of space, but I didn't give enough space, so I ended up with one room having a little less than the others. But it is what it is. So, while I figure out what to do with the room sizing, let me tell you a little bit about the artist group. So the group is called R.I.S.E, and they consist of Seo, Hana, and Sora. So Seo is the more aggressive part. She is the girl with the red hair you see left in the corner. She is the wild one, She's daring, loves trying new stuff, and is very outspoken. Then we have Hana. Hana is the lead of the group. She is more calm, collected, but is a little bit of a workaholic. So in our room we will also put an extra desk. And then we have Sora. Sora is the girl who loves to create. She is the lyric writer of the group. Also she is the lyric writer of the group. So she will get a bit more of a cute room. As you can see, cats and butterflies. As you can see, cats and flowers. So now it's time to add some clutter to the desks to make it really feel lively, you know? But again, this is really hard, because I don't know what they all have, what the Sims has. And I want functional stuff for the most. Things are non-functional. I did decide to give them all their own sink, because you never know. They might need it to clean off their makeup in the morning or skincare. Cleans their makeup in the morning? No, in the evening. And do their skincare in the morning. So now the big walls. Yeah, it's really a struggle. These balls are so tall and I just don't know what to put there. I want to put like good pictures, good photos, good posters, but just nothing really fits and it's really hard. Also, I know we're halfway, but don't expect too many crazy build techniques. I'm not a professional yet. All my stuff I find on YouTube, and I just need to get comfortable with it all. So just some small building techniques. Here I thought, you know, a nice bench to look to the outside. Very important. Really safe space, you know? So now this room. I wanted to make it a bathroom, and I wanted it to be a private bathroom. So I need to think of some space somewhere else to add another bathroom for the guests. Also decided to put 2 toilets in. Decided to put 2 toilets in because you never know, it might get... So the orientation of it all, it was kind of hard. It's still kind of too crowded if you ask me, but it works. So now time to make more space for myself. So here I added a laundry room and a guest bathroom. So now time to fill up this big space. Again, I saw a little building technique somewhere that when you make the fish tank small, all the things inside stay. Again, I saw a little building technique where if you make fish tanks small, everything inside stays big. So you can hide them. And then you can see the fishes just swimming around. And then I remembered, oh, I put it in the wrong place because I wanted to have the entrance of the guest bathroom there. Now time to fill it all up. I thought we didn't have a cozy corner yet, so let's make one. 2 corner couches, some pillows, and a nice table in the middle. But it was still too open, so I decided to close it off with some more plants. So there we built another TV. I saw this a place where you could just chill, relax, play some, you know, retro games, maybe dance, maybe just dance. So now what to do with this corner? I really didn't know. Looking for all this stuff, and then I saw these massage chairs. I was like, yes, that's it. That's gonna be it. I can just imagine them coming back from a long shift, from a long show, and they need time to relax. Looking at the fish. So get them all their own color, bunch them up a little, give them a little trolley for snacks. Now the outside was pretty hard, didn't really know what to do, so I just ended up doing this, as some decoration, so that I can really enjoy the nice view. Some final adjustments. And of course, some more plants. What do we do with our awkward corner? Of course, even more plants. So, that's it. What do you think? These are some final shots. What do you think? Do you think a girl group could live here? Do you think it's fitted for the girls of R.I.S.E? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked it, let me know by leaving a like. And if you have suggestions of what I could build next, let me know as well. I love building. Well guys, I wish you all a great day, and see you next time. Bye bye!